A conservancy staff developed fibrosis and wrinkling of the anterior capsule, which occurred after long-standing hypermature cataract. She reported to the OPD only when there is loss of vision in the other eye due to dense pupillary membrane, occlusio pupillae, and compromised cornea following a healed corneal ulcer due to trauma. She was about to lose her job. In case of severe iridocyclitis, exudates may organize across the entire pupillary area, which ultimately filled by a film of fibrous tissue. The toxic matter leads to the complicated cataract. The lens hide underneath the occlusio pupillae. The increased capillary hydrostatic pressure leads to increased aqueous formation and secondary glaucoma. A sense of uncertainty always surrounds the surgical management of the complicated cataract. But once we are able to remove the cyclitic membrane, the lens appear from the hiding to your visual field. The exudative membrane at first looks very difficult to separate and seems inseparable. But once a nick has been created at the pupillary margin, the membrane gives away. The trypan blue is used to stain the anterior capsule as the lens becomes visible once the nick has been established. The trick is to go down the rim of the pupil to stain the bigger unexposed area of the anterior capsule. To expand the pupillary size, we decided to use iris retractor at 4 points. The iris retractor are made of blue polypropylene monofilament, which reduces the iris trauma. The flexibility of the retractor and adjustable silicone stopper provides superior grip and allow adjustment of the pupillary size. A flap in the anterior capsule has been raised with one lip of sharp Utroterra forceps. The CCC is made by grasping and regrasping the flap with shearing. After proper hydrodissection, the phaco tip is embedded at the core of the nucleus. The crack and shear chopper is being placed at the rhexis margin. They are moved towards each other with the phaco on for a while, and then the chopper is moved in such a way along the pupillary margin that a shearing force has been created, which gives a successful full thickness chop. The crack and shear chopper has got a sharp tip, a sharp edge, and a flat bed. The procedure is repeated several times to create multiple fragments. Due to use of shearing force and the rotation of the wrist, there is minimum pressure at the posterior capsule as the vector gradient of both the phaco tip and the chopper are at the horizontal plane. The fragments are then eaten up one by one. The epinucleus and the capsule remnants are then taken out by irrigation aspiration. The posterior capsule is being polished by night angle polisher, and a hydrophobic lens is then placed at the capsular bag with the help of an injector system. The iris retractors are then taken out one by one by loosening the silicone stopper. Intracameral moxifloxacin is then injected in the anterior chamber. The ports are hydrated. The first and fifth day post-op reveals relatively clear cornea with the final visual acuity is 6/9 partial. Considering her position and to rehabilitate earliest, the other eye was taken up after 3 days. After creating a space with viscoelastic, 26 gauge bent needle was used to initiate the rhexis. Microrhexic faucet is used after raising the flap. Soon a fibrous band is encountered and I could realize that it cannot be proceed further. A venous scissor is used to make a radial cut at the other end and again tried to complete from the opposite side. But I am stuck with the band again. Now I thought of cutting the band with needle again, remembering can opener of the good old days. This time I succeeded. A fibrous sheath remained after removing the capsule, which again had to remove by snipping with venous scissor. The hard brown nucleus is then chopped and emulsified with the burst mode after making multiple direct chop with the sharp chopper at the other hand. The fibrotic anterior capsule sometimes initiated by anterior segment inflammation, trauma, uveitis, atrophy or degeneration. During surgery, one expects poor red reflex and we are to aim for a larger rhexis as far as possible. The patient regained vision and became fit to join her routine job. Thank you.